At the start of the newscast, we had that live picture of Holden socked in with fog.
Yes.
Portland, however, the sun is out.
Meanwhile, yeah, and
That's great.
like, is this like a vibe thing? I felt it when we were 42.
Definitely.
It felt that way outside for people. Now we're in the low 50s, and it's just like that little like
Light feeling, people are happy.
yeah.
It's
We
Friday.
know it's not spring. We know that, but we'll just really take this as a little break. 51 in Portland, as I mentioned. Looking at the Mesonet data, it popped to 52, so I think that should count when we're factoring in official high temperatures, which would tie a record high for today. Arundel 53. It is a relatively small pocket of 50s right now, and when you head to Bangor, it's a totally different scenario. Still have some colder air in place after the snow that came through last night. 36, 37 in Orono. They should be able to get to at least 40. You can see Belfast sitting at 40 right now. Couple of sprinkles, flurries around. As I mentioned, it looked like the snowfall forecast more or less worked out. The only bummer for some of the ski areas is they did get crust on top. I got a lot of reports of that from people who were out skiing. You can churn it up and make it into something, but it was snow and then there's some freezing drizzle on top of it. The rest of today, mixture of sun and clouds, more sun over southern coastal Maine as we're seeing right now, more clouds into the mountains as they're kind of banking up against the high terrain. So the rest of today looks good. Tonight looks good too. There's not a whole lot going on. We spend a lot of it in the 30s and even low 40s in a couple of spots. By tomorrow morning, we're about freezing, and tomorrow's a decent day. We'll call it a mixture of sun and clouds, getting into the mid 30s by the afternoon and see more sun later in the day. So I think it's a really pleasant day for anything outdoor you want to do, skiing or I guess not always snowshoeing, depending on the snowpack where you are. And then Sunday, I think, is the better of the two weekend days just because it's warmer. So I'm biased in that direction, I guess. But we'll get into the low 40s on Sunday afternoon and right around kickoff time. Not that watching the Super Bowl is necessarily an outdoor sport, but it'll be in the upper 30s still in a lot of spots and mid 30s elsewhere. That storm that made me nervous on Sunday night into Monday, same place. So the models just pinned it, it looked like. It looked pretty close, and it was, let's watch it. It's probably out to sea. But now, I mean, it would have to be a real model meltdown for it to shift northwest enough for it to snow for us on Monday now. Not that I haven't seen that before, but it's getting very, very unlikely that that is going to be the case. And then we have a couple of showers come in here on Wednesday and into Thursday night. But that's part of a warm sector. So with it, if you pay attention here, look at these. Now the greens this time of year are quite mild for us. You can see Thursday, we're really squarely in the greens. And probably through a little bit of Friday too, although it comes with rain. We do cool down for the weekend, but the overall trend here, pretty mild. And I do see a possibility of us to get even warmer than these temperatures on Thursday and Friday. Could pop to the low 60s on Thursday afternoon over southern Maine. And even before that, we're above average. So just kind of cruising here, no big storms. Flurry possible on Monday, or on Tuesday I should say. Getting milder. I'm not sure if that's a word. Getting more mild? More mild. Getting warmer. How about that? On Wednesday, and then mild again on Thursday. And again, there's a possibility of some stray 60s around over southern coastal Maine on Thursday afternoon. Cool down for next weekend. It doesn't look brutal, but we'll probably get back into the 20s,
Okay.
couple teens, so a reset there. But until then,
A lot of people calling out sick next
cruising.
Friday.
Yeah, not me though.
Definitely.
I'll be here.
Of course.
Yeah.
Always. Keith, thanks.